Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, the time changed. We sprang forward. I feel like I fell back. Y'all, I'm wrecked. It is killing me. And I know it was just an hour. It's been almost a week and I'm still just like this, but I'll tell you why. But first, y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. So here's my damage. Y'all know that early in the mornings, I teach kiddos on like the other side of the world. I teach them English. Well, over there, time didn't change. So their like 4 o'clock classes are now 5 o'clock, which seems like it would be good, except that, so all of my classes rolled forward an hour. Well, what had happened was the classes that were right before my hour break rolled right up into my hour break. So I've not had a break in between my like early morning classes and my regular morning classes, which I know, first world princess problems, but y'all, I'm tired. So anyway, I didn't come here just to complain about that. I do want to talk to y'all about some things. I don't know if I've actually discovered anything, but I have noticed some things about Weight Watchers and the Weight Watchers app, and I want to talk to y'all about it. So give me a minute, let me get set up, let me get my coffee, let me get my poop in a group, and then we'll talk, all right? So y'all hang out, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I am somewhat settled and situated. You can probably hear the felons wandering about underneath me because I think they think we're eating lunch, which we need to do, but I need to work out. I have some things that I want us to make and try together. We need to do that before we eat lunch. So I need to work out, we need to try some things, and then I can eat lunch. But before we do all that, I want to chat about some stuff. So I have noticed some things on the Weight Watchers app. And I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I love me a good conspiracy theory. I mean, I love me a bad conspiracy theory. I really love a good conspiracy theory. So I have a theory, and y'all can let me know of course y'all are gonna let me know what you think about this. So you may recall that I made a mistake. I know, what? So I made a mistake, and I was saying that lunch meat turkey was 0 points, and I was eating all the lunch meat turkey. Well, I was calling it 1 point just because ham was a point. And I was like, well, I'm eating turkey, like I'm eating ham and turkey together on a sandwich. So counting the ham as a point, the turkey as a point, just because I often round up my points because, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I know I'm gonna make mistakes. So I would rather sort of figure in a bit of a buffer for those mistakes because I don't want to have surprises on weigh-in day, or at least bad surprises on weigh-in day, because those make me very sad. So I kept saying that lunch meat turkey was 0 points. Well, somebody, I think it was Debbie, said in a comment one day that she's like, go back and scan your turkey. That ain't 0 points, chickadee. So I was like, oh my goodness, you're right. So I fixed that in my head, and y'all, please don't misunderstand. I know that I am absolutely capable of making mistakes, but I try to be really careful about points, and I try to be exceptionally careful about information that I share. So I won't say I was beating myself up about it because everybody makes mistakes, but I was like, where did I get that idea that lunch meat turkey is 0 points? Like, and I appreciated, y'all, I always appreciate, if I make a mistake, I totally appreciate y'all pointing it out to me. And I hope that if somebody like makes a comment and there's a mistake in the comment and I share information with you, I hope you realize that I'm not like, no, you're wrong. I'm just trying to help. Like, I feel like we are a community and we're all here to help each other. So if I say something wrong, I love that y'all help me. And if I feel like you have some wrong information, anybody like makes a comment and there's wrong information in it, I want to help. Like, I want to help you get correct information. So I hope you never take me giving you information as like, I don't know, me trying to feel like a know-it-all or something. But anyway, so I felt like I kept questioning myself, like, why did I think turkey was 0 points? And then I think I even said this in a comment on a comment about a comment. So I had been buying the was it Hillshire Farm turkey I was getting it at Walmart because I was getting the Hillshire Farm, that's really cold. I was getting the Hillshire Farm ham, so then I got Hillshire Farm turkey. Well then, before that, I had been buying the Kirkland's turkey at, I think Kirkland's is Sam's Club. We have Sam's and Costco, we do both of them, but I think this is Sam's. And you get 3 of these, like the thing that you buy is 3 of these. So I had been buying these, and y'all, when you scan this, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna show y'all this. I think I can do a screen recording. I probably should have thought about this before I started this whole thing. But I think I can just do a screen recording and just show you on the app when I go in and hit the barcode and scan my turkey. It comes up, y'all ignore the fact that I have scanned no food today. I ate breakfast and I know that's 1 point, like I knew this was 0 points for turkey, right? Anyway, so it scans as 0 points. So I'm pretty sure that's where in my brain I filed away that lunch meat turkey is 0 points. Well then and Debbie, I'm just gonna say it was you because I'm pretty sure I think it was you that shared information with me that this ain't 0 points. So I was like, well, it says 0 points. I wonder what's up with that. So then I went back and I was like, well, let me put in the actual nutritional information. Or no, you know what? I think I probably looked down at the bottom because you can click and look at the nutritional information. So it has it at 0 points when you scan it, but when you enter the information, and y'all, when I first was gonna do this, I was like, oh, seriously, I have to type in all these numbers? It's like 8 numbers, but being the drama queen that I am, I was like, oh, don't make me do all that. Well, y'all, I know y'all probably know this, but to enter your own food in the app, and we've probably talked about this before, but so I'm on my day screen. If I hit search food, and then up at the top, there's that little plus. And if I hit create food, one of my options is scan nutritional facts. Now guess what I can do? And this one's a really good, I bet this one's gonna scan well as soon as I get it to focus. You can see down at the bottom, it's pulling in all the nutritional facts, and it's actually 1 point per 2 slices instead of 0 points per 2 slices. Now I know that's not a big deal, but it's wrong, which kind of got me thinking, what else is wrong in here? So my mom and I have had this conversation before. Like I can see right now, I know before that it had 10 grams of protein, and this is actually 11 grams of protein, so that wouldn't have made the mistake. I think the sugars were wrong and maybe the carbs are wrong. And y'all, just a little bit of difference there. It's like 1 gram of carbs, it's 2 grams of carbs and it had 1, and it had no sugar and it's actually 1 gram of sugar. And I know those are tiny little differences, but a point here and there. So that's, if I was counting this turkey as 0 points and I'm eating turkey every day, 1 serving of turkey every day, that's 7 points, like air day, not just like weekdays. I eat it air day. That's 7 points in a week, which, okay, it's not really a big deal, but it adds up and it's wrong. And that aggravates me that it's just wrong. So let me tell you something else that happened. So this is from Sam's. I'm gonna put my turkey back in the freezer because it's freaking me out a little bit that it's sitting out here. So hang on, I'll be right back. Turkey's back in the freezer. So that kind of got me thinking, but I'll tell you what really got me thinking was, I don't know if y'all remember, but in the grocery haul that I did, I think last week or week before, the intern ran to the Sam's Club and brought me chicken, and he bought us, but he bought himself some smoked honey salmon or honey smoked salmon or smoked, it was salmon and honey. And y'all know as well as I do, honey has points and salmon has points. So I think I commented in that video that I didn't know how many points that honey smoked salmon had, and I didn't want to know, like just jokingly. I mean, I was kind of joking, but not really. But I didn't know how many points it had. Well, somebody commented that they looked it up, which I really appreciate. They looked it up for me and said it was 0 points. Well, I was like, how is that? And I appreciate the person looking it up for me. I truly, truly do. But I was like, how is that 0 points? Because honey has points and salmon has points. So how, when you put them together, does it make the points go away? That math just wasn't tracking for me. But she said she looked it up and that's what it came up, and I'd 100% believed her. So I went and grabbed it out of the fridge because the intern hadn't opened it yet, and I scanned it, and sure enough, it came up 0 points. Well, then I entered the points, and let me tell you what happened. So this was a few days ago, and the intern, like night before last, was like, hey, I'm gonna open this salmon. Do you want some? And I was like, oh, I want to use that in a video. Can you wait and not open it yet? And he's like, I'm sorry, what? I was like, please, please. He said, how about if you just take some pictures of what you need from it and use that in your video? Because I'm finna eat this salmon. It's like, all right. So I took pictures of the package, and I'm going to try to scan it, see if it works. I took pictures of the barcode, and then I took a picture of all of the nutritional information. So let's see if I can get it to work. I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but we're gonna try it. So I have pictures in one phone, and I'm gonna use my Weight Watchers app in the other phone and scan it. So I'm gonna scan the barcode, and there it is. Honey Smoked Fish Company, original honey smoked salmon, comes up as 0 points for a 2-ounce serving. Now, if we go back and do the same thing, if we go to search food plus create food, and I'm going to scan nutritional facts, and now I'm going to go to a different picture. Oh, I hope that scans. Oh, it scanned. Look, 5 points. Y'all, that is a big difference. And that's 5 points for 2 ounces, which now, sorry, I should have taken a picture of a 2-ounce serving of salmon, but, ooh, hang on. The intern didn't eat it all. Hang on. I really don't want to do this because it's going to make me want to eat the salmon, but, you know what I'm going to do? Hang on. Y'all hold still. All right, I take that back. I was gonna say 2 ounces isn't a whole lot of salmon, but so here's what's the leftover. Can y'all see? That's like this big of a piece of salmon. Can y'all see that? I'm not, stop it. Do not tempt me. I'm not taking it out of this container, because the instant that I smell this honey smoked salmon, I'm gonna wanna put it in my face hole. And I do not need 5 points worth of 2 ounces of salmon. But so this piece is 8 ounces, and it's about the size of my hand. So a 2-ounce piece would be a good size. But let me tell you what, if the intern and I were sitting around and snacking on some salmon as an appetizer, like before we eat a healthy dinner, unless I weighed it out, I would eat more than 2 ounces. And the point of all of that is, if I especially 100%, if I was eating it thinking that it was 0 points, I would eat significantly more than 2 ounces. Now, knowing that it's 5 points, is 2 ounces of that worth 5 points? Probably. Y'all, it's really tasty and it's pretty filling. And you can put it with some other stuff like that, with some vegetables and some mixed greens would be a very nice little salad. And again, knowledge is power, right? If we have the knowledge of what the point value of that food is, it gives us the power to make decisions for ourselves about what we do and don't want to eat. My issue is that it's entered into the app incorrectly. So if we feel like we are being responsible, scan the food before we eat it, it comes up 0. We're like, oh, Bob's your uncle, I can eat as much of this as I want, get full on this, and then not eat as much of whatever tasty sides I have to go with it. And I'm eating freaking 20 points worth of food, and I don't know it. And to me, that's the issue. So here's my conspiracy theory. Both of those items, the Kirkland's turkey and that salmon, were both bought at Sam's Club. Now, I don't know that the salmon is a Sam's Club only brand, but y'all, this is purely anecdotal, and I actually tried to do some research and see if anybody had like done anything or published any articles or any videos or anything about points information being entered incorrectly in the Weight Watchers app intentionally, and I found some stuff, and it was really just folks fussing about Weight Watchers and, about, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people make negative videos about things just to be negative, like y'all might have seen when I did a book video, a reading vlog about the book Binding 13, and I loved that book, and I loved Johnny Kavanaugh, and I talked about how I had seen another person do a vlog, and she just ripped it to shreds, and I felt like the things that she complained about, she intentionally got wrong, that she wanted to take some social justice, beating her chest kind of stands about issues in the book that I felt like she intentionally misunderstood, and she just did it because she wanted to complain. And I don't know. I felt like she was taking a stand where a stand didn't need to be taken just to stand up and yell about something. I feel like sometimes people do that, which is me getting off on a total tangent and saying that I have not been able to find a single one person to agree with me on this. So it is a conspiracy theory that I just worked up on my own over the past couple of days. But I wonder if some things are entered incorrectly in the app so that when you scan them in the store, they come up as 0 points and you're more inclined to buy them. I know. Oh, I know. It is a ridiculous theory, but it just struck me that it's strange that the salmon was, so the turkey thing, it was 1 point, right? It came up as 0 points instead of 1 point. But being 5 points wrong, and maybe I'll go back. You know what I'll do? I'll go back. I don't want to do it right now, but I'll go back and I'll put up a graphic here and show you the actual points for the salmon versus the points that are not the points, the actual nutritional information for the salmon versus the wrong information that has it come up as 0 points. And let's see where the mistake was made and see if it was just numbers transposed or something, or if things had to be put in super wrong. Because I really wonder, I don't know, again, maybe I will acknowledge that I may be making something out of nothing, but it aggravates me that when people are trying to do something right for themselves and for their health, that either information's being entered carelessly or intentionally incorrectly, and people are getting wrong information and they think that they're making good choices and they're really not, and that aggravates me. And by people, I mean us, and I mean my friends, and that makes me mad. So I think my point is, and my mom told me this a while ago, and I was like, whatever, I know I need to roll my eyes back in my head, but I think what she told me, it's been a while, but I think what she told me was that her Weight Watchers group leader talked about, and Mom, feel free, please, if you remember this conversation even, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that she said that her leader doesn't do the scanning the food thing, that she enters her own information into the app, and that she weighs her food to be really, really correct, which I was like, ugh, that's a lot. But the entering your food in the app, especially for me, I eat pretty much the same things all the time. So that's what happened to me with the turkey, right? I scanned the turkey, got it in my head that it was 0 points. So from then forward, when I ate lunch meat turkey, I was like, oh, that's 0 points. So maybe things that you eat often, if you haven't calculated the points yourself, maybe just make sure that, the turkey, there's no reason to think that it wouldn't be 0 points, except that, Sam's Club turkey, of course, they add some stuff that's not just breast meat. So it's going to be a little bit more than the, extra lean turkey that is 0 points. So anyway, that's that whole long ranty thing about being careful when you use the app and, and scan food in the app, because things can be wrong, right? So make sure that if you're trusting scanning stuff in the app, Make sure that what you're trusting to be the point values of food are the actual point values of foods. And y'all, use the scanning the nutritional information thing. You don't have to type it in. You can just scan it with your camera. So, all right, let's end this rant. Let me go work out. Let me work out some of this crazy. And then I'm going to come back. We're going to make some stuff. And I should air quote make. We're going to make some stuff. And then I'm going to eat lunch. So, and I'm going to eat my regular same old everyday lunch. So I'm not even going to drag y'all through that with me. So I'm going to work out. We're going to make some stuff together quickly. And I'm going to let y'all go because I feel like I'm being a little nutsy today. So I'm going to go work out. Y'all go work out and meet me back here. All right. I'll see you in a little while.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe.
All right, that's done. Y'all. Let me start this off with the caveat that this is not like our regular normal sort of cooking routine, but I came across these things at the Walmart the other day and I was like, you know, it might not be a bad idea to have these sort of in our arsenal just for if we have that kind of day. So I found, y'all know how I love the Kodiak Power Cakes powder mix for Miracle Muffins. Well, I found Kodiak muffin power cups. I got chocolate chip and the flapjack power cup s'mores. Now, let's start all of this off with me saying I don't think this is like an everyday kind of thing. Here's what I was thinking of this as. Like, maybe if you're in an extreme emergency, you got to run out the door, you have no time to do anything, you have no boiled eggs in the fridge, you have no egg cupcakes or egg muffins, egg cupcakes, what? You have no egg muffins made, you have absolutely nothing, no other options. So you have these in your pantry. Or here's what I was really thinking is, because I was kind of thinking, I try to share information that's actually going to be useful to people. And I realize that not everybody spends all day, every day in their house. So you can't have a breakfast that takes you 30 minutes to eat, right? Or that, remember when I had to like grab my breakfast and run out the door and I was like, what am I going to eat? I can't eat my regular breakfast. Well, what if you're traveling and typically when I travel, like I try to stay at a place that has a continental breakfast. So if nothing else, I can grab some food if I'm leaving, and I usually leave early, grab some food on the way out the door. But what if you're leaving like super duper early before the continental breakfast is even out? So you can't even grab like boiled eggs and bananas and some coffee on your way out the door. And you know, what if you have to be on that 5 a.m. flight and you don't want to get to the airport like turbo hungry because you know the McDonald's is going to be open and serving, and depending on where you are, does Mrs. Winters even still exist? If so, Lord Jesus, y'all, a Mrs. Winters chicken biscuit, shoot me now and stuff me. Or Chick-fil-A, seriously, let me stop. So if you can carry one of these with you and hit it in your hotel room before you even head out. Now, points on these are not optimal. This is 10 points for one serving, and I think a serving is a whole little cup of these. And they might be horrible. I have not even tried these. Y'all, this is gonna be like, I was trying to remember what in the world was it that I made where we use, and I say we because I'm dragging y'all into this with me because I'm not owning this alone, where we used ground, I'm like gagging even saying it, ground chickpeas instead of flour. Was it like banana muffins or something? They were so bad. But anyway, remember when when I made those for the first time live, like in real time with y'all, and they were very bad? Well, making these for the first time live with y'all, and we'll just see how they go. So I got chocolate chip and s'mores. And I think you just pour in water. Yes, I need to lengthen my arms. I need to get my arms lengthened so I can read. So we take off the lid. We add 1/4 cup cold water or use provided fill line. We're going to use the provided fill line. We could use milk for, 2 grams. Tell you what, let's do. Let's use water in one, and I have almond milk. So we'll use water in one and almond milk in the other. Stir until combined and microwave on high 60 seconds. Add 10 to 15 seconds if wet spots, oh my word, are dime size or larger. See if that's the same directions. Oh yeah. All right, so we'll do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We'll do water in the chocolate chip one, and we'll do almond milk in the s'mores one. So, all right, hang on, let me open it. Oh yeah, nothing really to see here. It really just looks like can you see it? The Power Cakes powder mix. So where's the fill line? Wait, do we have to do it covered? Hang on. Microwave on high, okay, wait. Remove sealed lid. All right, so we remove the whole lid. All right, I'm measuring. I can't do this fill line thing. So I'm going to add, what did I say, water to this one? I'm going to add 1/4 cup of water and stir it up. All right, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of water, stir it up, and then I'll come back and let you see what I got. So y'all hang on. All right, nothing really to see. Can y'all see that? I mixed it well, and it's kind of, I don't know, battery looking. So batter-ish, not battery like a battery. So I'm going to put it in the microwave oven for 60 seconds and see what we get. I'm a little bit nervous. Because remember when we made those mug cakes, whatever it was, where you like mix the stuff up and you cook it in the mug in the microwave oven, and I did not like it because the consistency was weird? I'm worried. But anyway, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven or the microwave, and while this is cooking, I'm going to mix 1/4 cup of almond milk into this one. So we'll do that and I'll be back. All right, I'm stirring, and a couple of things. One, this has marshmallows in it. That makes me really excited. And two, did I tell y'all these are 10 points each? So they came up, there goes the microwave oven, so it's time to get that. I'm a little bit nervous. They came up, I scanned them in the app, they came up as 10 points. And then I was like, all right, well, let me take my own lesson. And I put in the nutritional information, and it was 10 points. So they're 10 points each. And 1/4 cup of almond, regular, like plain unsweet almond milk, I think is still 0 points. So I don't think that adds any pointage. So I'm not going to put this, ooh, that's yummy. It's a little doughy, but it's good. All right, I'm not going to put that one in yet. I'm going to get this one out. Let's see what we learned from this. All right, I don't see any wet spots. Can y'all see that? So this is the muffin one. I want you to see this. It's springy-ish. Can you see that? I don't hate that idea. I stirred them up with a fork to make sure, like to get it all incorporated in there. So getting a clean fork. And look, it pulls all the way away from the edge. So that's promising. Y'all are calling me out for stalling, aren't you? I am stalling a little bit. I'm slightly nervous about this. Ooh, look, I can pull the whole thing out and pretend it's a muffin. It's not cute. I'm gonna leave it in there. It's not cute. All right, let's try it. Oh, that's good. That has real sugar in it, y'all. I know that is a sad statement on my life that, yep, cane sugar. That is a sad statement on my life that I taste something and my critique is, oh, that's good, it has real sugar in it. I know. Go on ahead and judge me. I'm gonna give you a second to judge me for that as I read some more ingredients. It's real food though. It's wheat flour, oat flour, cane sugar, semi-sweet chocolate, blah, blah, blah. So it's actual real food. Y'all, I'm not gonna eat these whole things. I'm not eating 20 points worth of microwaved food. I mean, it is a little dense and doughy. And look, I got so excited about the sugar, I'm like getting it all over me. It is a little bit dense and doughy. It's not overly sweet. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think if it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm getting up, like I've spent the night at like the airport, like Radisson or whatever, I don't know what hotel, whatever hotel by the airport. I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to get on a flight and I'm gonna put this on an empty stomach. How's that gonna react? I feel like it's heavy enough that it's gonna tide me over until I can get to the airport and make some moderately, like it's gonna give me a chance to make good choices. Like I'm not gonna be hangry, so I'm not gonna rip anybody's face off. And I don't know why I started with number 2 instead of number 1. I'm not gonna be hangry and rip anybody's face off. And it's gonna, if I eat this, especially if I eat this whole thing, y'all, that is a significant amount of food. If I'd eat, I mean, minus what I just threw on my counter. All right, let's make the s'mores one, and then I'll finish that point. So if I eat this whole thing, that is most definitely going to tide me over to get to the airport and get some food, like get a banana and an egg or something, boiled egg, something to get me. Or, if you're flying out of like, I don't know, 2 egg or somewhere and there's nothing to eat at the airport, unless you're flying like 15 hours, this will get you far enough that you can then get some actual food. So 10 points is not my favorite number of points to have in food that I'm going to eat, but I think, as a quickie, easy to carry with you, easy to make breakfast on the go, it's a good option. Let's try the s'mores one. Y'all, I so love the fact that one of my marshmallows, can y'all see it? One of my marshmallows floated to the top. And now that's probably going to scald my mouth so much. So this is a flapjack one. And so it's 12 grams. It's 12 grams of protein plus, I think it said I get 2 more grams of protein for the milk. So that might knock some pointage off of it. I just thought about that when I got excited about the marshmallows. All right. So let's see how the flapjack versus the muffin one. And y'all, I think these were about $3 each. They weren't cheap, but Power Cakes stuff is not cheap. Maybe they weren't that much. I don't know. I'll put here how much they were. tell you what, it's not as tasty, but it's also not as sweet. So for instance, y'all, I'm putting my mama's business all out there today, but y'all, I can eat like candy straight up out the bed in the morning and it doesn't bother me at all. My mom cannot have sweet stuff on an empty stomach. So this, I think, would be a great option for her because it's not sweet. I don't know if and that's kind of what I was thinking before, is I don't know if this would be too sweet for somebody who's really sensitive to sweet stuff first thing in the morning. But this one, because it's the s'mores one, like it's supposed to be more like graham crackery than chocolate chippy. But yeah, it's good. Hang on, I'm gonna try one more bite. Then I'm gonna stop eating these because I think I'm about at 10 points, I think. Let me get some actual goo in this one. It's a huge bite. It does taste graham crackery a little bit. But yeah, they're good, not fabulous. I definitely would not put them in like my morning breakfast rotation for me, obvi. But as far as like a quickie take with you breakfast, I think they're a great option. So Kodiak Muffin Power Cup and Kodiak Flapjack Power Cup, I think are both great options for a breakfast as long as we're aware that they are 10 points each. So y'all, let us know in the comments, what have your experiences been with using the Scanny option in the Weight Watchers app? Have you come across mistakes in the point values of the things that you scan, or do you find that they're mostly correct? Let us know in the comments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.